Hi everyone, this is Chad Toprak, and welcome to the final day of Freeplay 2020. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that Freeplay hosts and broadcasts from the stolen lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nations, where stories have been shared and games have been played since time immemorial. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging, and to anyone watching who has a connection to the world's oldest continuing culture. Sovereignty was never ceded, and the violence of the colonial project is ongoing. Freeplay also stands in solidarity with Black communities, both here and around the world, against prejudice, injustice, and violence. Black Lives Matter is not a new or revolutionary statement, but it is one that needs to be said and said again and said louder. Since this is the first session of the day, I'd also like to quickly thank our partners, City of Melbourne, VMDO, VoiceWorks, and our sponsors, Mountains, Hipster Whale, and League of Geeks. So welcome both viewers and our workshop attendees. This is the zine making workshop hosted by Tegan Webb. Tegan is a writer, zine, and digital art maker from Melbourne. Her work has appeared in various publications, including Ibis House and Scum Mag, in her own self-published zines and on her itch.io page. She writes mostly about strange creatures who have a lot of feelings and also tweets sometimes. Over to you, Tegan.
Thanks, Chad. Yeah, hello, I'm Tegan, and I'm super excited to be running this zine workshop for Freeplay today. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is to, go on about zines. So it's really nice that I get to do it and to share like all of the stuff that I've kind of collected over the years as a zine maker and volunteer. So I'm really excited to have you all here. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty chill. I'm going to do a little bit of an intro just in case we've got people here, I imagine, who may not have heard of zines before, or very new to zines. I think a few of you have had some experience with zines before. So yeah, if you do have any zines with you that you want to do, that you'd like to share, that would be really cool. I'm going to do a little bit of a kind of show and tell portion just to kind of give you an idea of like the, I guess, very wide spectrum that zines can encompass in terms of content, material, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I'll kick it off. I made a PowerPoint presentation. Yes, because Chad said I was a writer. I'm definitely not a visual artist, so which you'll probably see from my PowerPoint. Oh, hang on, I should probably share the screen. Here we go. Ta-da! So this is my PowerPoint. Can everyone? You good to? Everyone can see it. Cool. Yeah. So but yeah, before we start, I guess I will ask. How are people are there people here who've heard of zines before? Has anyone not heard of zines before?
I've heard of zines before.
Cool, excellent.
I'm pretty aware of them.
Yeah, you're pretty aware of them. Nice.
I'm aware of them, but I've never made one.
Cool, that's great. I'm really glad you're here. Cool. Well, I'll go through a bit of an intro anyway, just in case we've got people watching who do not. So zines, what are they and why are they so great? So zines are basically self-published printed works, usually by individuals or small collectives. They tend to come in a booklet form, similar to all of these zines here that I've got spread out on my couch, but they don't have to. I've seen zines that have been printed out on receipt paper and rolled up before, like zines made out of like toilet paper. Neve said that you had a zine that you could fold up into a milk crate, which is so cool. So yeah, there are no boundary. There are really no boundaries in terms of like what a zine can look like. Yeah, and they tend to be made in like small print runs or on, I guess, like printer or photocopier often. Again, sometimes not. There's a big trend or a big movement at the moment with risograph printing, which some of you may be familiar with, which is this kind of special, beautiful looking printing. It's kind of like screen printing, but with a printer, and you get there's a comic here that I've got. I'm going to show you that it's kind of these lovely colors comes from risograph, and so you get a lot of like comics and artists, visual artists, using that method as well. Yeah, and they tend to be either sold or traded either online at zine fairs or just in person. You can just send someone an email, say, "Hey, I've got a zine. Would you like it?" And that's a great way to share zines as well. So yeah, little bit of zine history. Yeah, zines tend to have pretty deep roots in activism, anti-capitalism generally, and countercultural movements. You hear stories of zines being shared, like people copying copies of their own zines to kind of share information more widely. People like cutting up zines and like putting them into their own zines, that kind of stuff. And yeah, there are a few cultural touchstones that people kind of point to as to where kind of zines have come up. There's a big movement of fanzines, particularly around like science fiction, where people would write fan fiction and fan letters and all that kind of stuff and share them between other fans by mail, which is really cool. And also DIY and Riot Girl, DIY Punk and Riot Girl were big moments for zines as well. Riot Girl being the kind of 90s movement of like third wave feminism and punk music. I did want to mention just briefly that yeah, when we're kind of reaching for these touchstones or talking about how zines came up, there tends to be a bit of erasure of certain people that were part of those movements, particularly people of color. So I would, yeah, encourage, there's a really great article here that I read. Oops, oh no, I'm gonna go back. Here, which is called Alternatives to Alternative Black Girls Riot Ignored by Gabby Bess, and it talks about a collection of Riot Girl zines. There was a retrospective collection at NYU that included hundreds of zines, but yeah, there was only the one issue of Gunk, which is a zine that was run by a like a Black feminist collective, and yeah, I think it's important to acknowledge the people that were a part of the movement that don't get talked about and who are perhaps creating their own spaces and kind of resisting the whiteness of the Riot Girl movement too. So that article talks about that, and some great interviews with some really powerful and good people. So yeah, check that out if you can. Yeah, the best thing I think for zines is the best thing about zines for me is definitely that it challenges, I guess, gatekeepers in terms of gatekeepers in traditional publishing. But I also think it's important that, and when I say we, I'm talking mostly about white zine makers, that we're not acting as gatekeepers within the scenes as well. So that's a really, this is a really good article as well to check out, that talks about whiteness in zine scenes and kind of resources and ways that yeah, we can make zines more inclusive, and also kind of free up resources for people to kind of make their own spaces and have their own things within zine culture. So yeah, that's that. And then yeah, a little bit of my zine history, I guess. So that's me. And my friend Giselle, in 2018, we went to the National Young Writers Festival zine fair in Newcastle. Yeah, so I came to zines in like, I think, yeah, either 2013 or 2014, I can't remember, accidentally. So I think it was just in the city, it was raining, it was very cold. I wanted to get inside. So I went into the State Library, and they just happened to be having the first Tonapalooza zine festival, which was the very short-lived zine festival through Sticky. And I just kind of stumbled upon it and was just blown away by all of these people just like making stuff and putting it out there without like having to ask permission from anyone. And I thought that was so super cool. And so yeah, from there I made my first zine, and I actually ended up trading it with someone that I met at that Tonapalooza. I bought a zine from her, and then I made my own zine, and then I emailed her and was like, oh, do you want to do a trade? And she was like, yeah, totally. And then yeah, we kind of emailed back and forth, sent zines to each other. Yeah, and from then we kind of, she lives in Brisbane now, but yeah, we used to table together at zine fairs. So she became a friend of mine. So that's another reason why I love zine so much. It's a really great way to find your people. So yeah, and then I started volunteering at Sticky Institute in 2015, which for those of you who don't know, Sticky Institute is a zine distro or shop and I guess space to create zines. We just opened up again this week, which is very exciting. And so yeah, we have zines for sale. We help people make zines. We have very cheap photocopying, all that kind of stuff. We hold zine launches and events, and then the big festival in February. But yeah, I wanted to get into zines, the zine scene, but and I'll acknowledge this too, sometimes it feels like I definitely have been into, when I first started going into Sticky, I was very like intimidated by like how cool everything was and how cool the people were that volunteered there. And there could definitely be like this veneer of like coolness with zines, but yeah, we're all just big dorks really on the inside, and just but yeah, I acknowledge that it can be kind of intimidating to get started. So that's why I ended up volunteering, because I was like, I need something to do. I need to be of use to the zine scene so that I can be there at it. And that really helped me like get my footing and make friends and figure out what I wanted to do. So yeah, volunteering is another great way, particularly if you're like a bit you have trouble kind of working or like being in certain spaces that you need something to do. That can be really helpful, and it helps Sticky as well because you volunteer. And from there I just I haven't looked back. It's been super wonderful. For me, I find it very creatively, I feel it very sustaining. It helps kind of energize me, being able to just make my own stuff and share it with people in a way that perhaps, pitching to magazines and like trying to get work published and that kind of stuff does not. So it kind of, that's where I draw my energy from, is making zines and just like putting my work out there and connecting with people on a like person to person level. So yeah. Okay, show and tell time. So I've got a bunch of zines here that I would like to show you guys. I'm gonna stop sharing. Yay. Also, that was my cat. Yeah. She that box of zines that I got, she has decided that that's where she likes to sleep sometimes. So she just kind of curls up on the zines and sleeps on them, and it's very cute. It really warms my heart. All right, so yeah, and this is at this point, if anyone's got any zines that they would like to share as well, grab them out and we can do a bit of a show and tell. Yay. Oh, this is so good. All right, I'm gonna change my mirror. I'm gonna unmirror my video so that when I show you the stuff you can actually see it. Cool. So the first lot of zines that I wanted to show you. Oh, I just knocked a whole bunch off. That's right. Classic. My whole life is just towers of zines falling over. So yeah, the first kind of lot I wanted to show you are these fanzines that I have. So yeah, fanzines are really great because it basically lets you write, you know, very passionately and unabashedly about stuff that you love. And I think I was saying before that, like, if you make a zine, if you're wanting to make a fanzine and you put out a call out, all of these people you may notice will come out of the woodwork being like, oh yes, I love this thing, and then like contribute stuff, all of this amazing stuff, and you get to like share that with them, and it's really, really lovely. So an example, so this is a Twin Peaks fanzine that Laura, the aforementioned Laura, who is my zine pal, put together. So this is really cool. It's got like art, and it's got, I'm going to stand up so you can, there you go. It's got art, and it's got like some comics. There's a really, really great essay on, where is it? On Josie, who is perhaps one of the poorest written characters in the whole show. So it's a really excellent essay on her. And yeah, all this really cool stuff. There's all the contributors you can see there. So that's a really cool fanzine. There's also this one that I really love, which is called Fan Mail by Rebecca Sheedy. And it's like letters to all of the people that she's a big fan of. So there's like a Courtney Barnett one. There's like, who else have we got? There's a great one. Oh yeah, Gillian Anderson, very cool. Oops, very cool. But then this is my favorite bit. She's also written a, she's also included just a friend of hers, her friend Georgina. Yeah, so like with all these like celebrities and things. She's just like, and my friend Georgina Chad. I'm like, that's super sweet. I love that. So that's a really cute zine too. And then obviously fanzine. This is Tempest, a fanzine, which is just a fanzine that someone's written about their cat. So yeah.
About a cat or their cat?
Their cat. Although
their cat. All right.
Yeah, there is a zine called Cats of Brunswick, which is just basically a fanzine about all of the cats that a person has met in Brunswick as well. So like it could be a cat, yeah, for sure. The next lot of zines I wanted to show you are what they're called perzines or personal zines. So they're basically like it's like a diary zine kind of thing, or like a snapshot from a person's life. This is perhaps my favorite one. It's called How to Be Alone by Bastian Fox-Phelan, and it's just a really lovely kind of zine that they write about their life. And it's, you know, it covers, you know, some things like just really personal stuff, like you know, everyday things that they do, trips to the shops, New Year's Eve, just it's just a really great snapshot of their life at that moment in time. And I also like the way that they have made this, so they use like collage a lot and typewriters, and that's a pretty zine, kind of old school zine aesthetic, like typewriters and collage from old magazines and stuff. which I like to do because I can't draw. So yeah, that's a good one. Collage is really good if you want pictures, but you're not very good at drawing. Although I should flag that it doesn't really matter. Like, you know, you can draw stuff in zines. There's just put whatever you want into them. It's okay. Yeah. And also I love this zine as well. This is another per zine, which is just called Mugs. And it's by Vanessa Berry, and it's about all of the mugs in her house. And she has a story for each one of them as to like where they come from, where she got it from. She does a lot of op shopping. So there's one where she like tries to imagine like the lives that the mugs have had before. It's just really good. And it's shaped like a mug, which is extremely fun. So yeah, that's another way to be like, yeah, you can just make the zine whatever shape you like. Yeah, so I love that zine as well. Comics are a big one. I think you mentioned comics before. This is a really lovely comic called Everybody Skeletons by Chris Marks. And it's got that beautiful like risograph printing as well. If you are interested in risograph printing, there are a couple of studios around, even in Melbourne, that will do risograph printing for you. So Helio Press is a really good one. It's run by Ashley Running, who does zines, makes a lot of zines. She makes this zine here, which is just like an illustration zine. Welcome to my studio. It's real nice. It's just like scenes from her studio. And this is risograph too. So you can kind of see like it's done in like layers. So like this is the green layer and this is the pink layer. And it's like that kind of screen printing thing, but it's done by a printer. So yeah, she offers, she has a studio that does risograph printing if you like do visual arts and comics and you want to use these really beautiful kind of colors. And also there's Tree Paper Studio as well, which is near Sticky Institute in Campbell Arcade. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that. Yeah, we're under the train station, Flinders Street train station, Campbell Arcade. And there's also Tree Paper there as well. And they've got risograph printing. They actually do workshops. Sam will run workshops for you. So if you're interested, but you're like, oh, things a bit weird, or like, I'm not quite sure how to get into it. Yeah, Sam is really good at sharing knowledge and has a risograph there that you can use. So that's another cool thing as well. Oh yeah, collective zines are really, or like collaboration zines are really great. This is a really great zine that I picked up just yesterday, it's Fern Storyteller. So it's folks empowering, redefining narratives. And it's a collective of Indigenous and First Nations peoples. And they've got poetry, art, essays. It's a really beautiful photography. You can see it. It's a really beautiful, yeah, really great zine. That's, yeah, got some really good, really lovely like digital collage and photographs and stories, and yeah, really great. Just interesting perspectives on things. So I recommend that one. That's really good. And what have we got? Oh, we've got poetry zines as well. This is really lovely. If My Heart is a Zip File by Alex Gallagher. It's poetry on intimacy and technology. So poetry zines are a big one too, which are really great. Just lots of real good poems you can print out.
Hot Poet Society.
Yeah, Hot Poet Society. They're really, yeah, beautiful and also really funny. It's a great zine. Yeah, and then I guess the last kind of, these are all pretty broad, I guess categories. Like there are so many different zines that fall in between these categories. This is just, I just wanted to give you an idea of the kinds of stuff, because you know, when you say you can make anything, it's basically like handing someone a blank page and being like, just draw, and they're like, I don't know what to draw. So yeah, I wanted to give you some kind of context, but you can do like mash this stuff up to, you can do like a poetry fanzine, or like a, you know, a per zine, like collaboration zine, or like yeah, some of the coolest zines are stuff that kind of exist in the in between. So yeah, I don't think that your zine needs to fit into any one of these categories. Yeah, the last one I wanted to show you was these little instructional zines, and also these are the size, like, so the sizes I've shown you are pretty. These are A5 kind of zines that you get from folding like A4 paper in half, but these are the kind of zines that we'll probably make in the workshop a little bit later, which are like your 8-page kind of from a single piece of paper zine. And these are also great. These were made by Rory Green, who you might know because they put on the great VoiceWorks session that you guys had, the digital storytelling, which was super amazing. And they've made these wonderful little instructional zines about how to use twine. Wait, no, twine, this one. Twine and tracery. And it's basically just a, yeah, instructional little thing about interactive fiction. And I just love it, just because you can just like hand it to someone and be like, here, this is how you start. And so it's really cool. And then this one here, which is so small, is like a little how to embroidery zine.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it's so cute. And it's got little, this is by Maeve Baker. And it's just got little, it's instructional, but it's also like very cute, like drawings. Yeah, so that's really sweet. But yeah, that's a very small section of my zine library that I wanted to show you. Yeah, does anyone have some zines? You guys have got some zines to show off? Did you want to?
Yeah. I've got a zine that I was a part of.
Oh,
it's
amazing.
A fanzine anthology from The Witcher.
Oh, I love that zine. You wrote something in that zine? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I made an art piece in here, an illustration, if I can find it.
That is so exciting. I was going to show that zine off, but I gave it to my partner and he was like, I left it at work. I'm like, no. So I'm so glad that, because
you did show it off and I'm like,
yeah, he'd be like, that was me.
That's my artwork.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh
but
my gosh.
it's like such the most gorgeous and funniest comics in here. Like funny, and also a few kind of like less like comic-y, more serious ones. And it's just I'm sorry, I'm like flicking through it myself now.
No, it's so good.
It's just so good. It's just so good. And then every now and then I just see my artwork and I'm like, oh, what?
No, your portrait is amazing. I love that.
No,
I love it so much. All of the, I think my favorite comic in that is the one where Geralt takes Yennefer to like the fair and like has to like win the game, the stuffed animal. But it's very cute. It's very silly. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great scene. Yeah. If you can
using his Witcher powers.
Yeah. Oh, that's so exciting. I can't wait to get it back so I can look at your art again. That's so cool. That's so cool.
I have a bunch of zines here. The first one I want to show you was the first ever Freeplay zine from 2004.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it has a bunch of stuff in it. It's mostly text, but it has like the Scratchware manifesto and just like a whole bunch of really good content. And I love that it's from 2004. That used to be the Freeplay logo.
Wow. Oh my gosh. It's such an amazing like cultural artifact. Like
absolutely.
Yeah.
But other than that, I have a soft spot for cat zines. So I have like the Cats of Brunswick.
You have the Cats of Brunswick zine. Yeah.
Yes. They're really cute.
They're so cute. Oh, you've got all three.
I have November by Cecile Richard.
Oh.
I don't know if my webcam like is the text backwards for you?
Oh no, it's not showing it backwards. It's showing it
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, gorgeous artwork in this one. I have this zine by Rory Green as well, the Pokemon poems one. They're really good. They're really good.
They're so good.
I have this comic, It Will Be Hard by Hien Pham from Perth. Gorgeous artwork in that one as well. More cat scenes.
More cat scenes. So good.
I have this Tiny Cowboys zine by Ive. This one is beautiful because it's non-linear. So you go and at some point you get to pick whether you want to go left or
Oh, I love that. That's so cool.
And then it gives you different outcomes for your choices. It's really cool.
That's so cool.
This one, Downtime Filler. I'm pretty sure this one was edited by a friend of mine. Not sure if she's a contributor or an editor, but it's a zine from the Philippines, and it just kind of highlights a bunch of video game stuff from the Philippines. Some really cool stuff there. And finally, this one's a really cute one. It's called Ink Ramadan. And my friend Amai Nassim picked it up from Malaysia while she was there. It just kind of highlights the artist's kind of experiences of having Ramadan and like all the things like, you know, the heightened senses from not having eaten for a while and smelling the food that's coming from their neighbors or whatever to all sorts of different stuff. But it's really cute.
Great.
Yeah, they're the ones that I want to highlight, but I have like a lot of zines. It's like stack one.
Yeah.
Many.
There's so many. Yeah. That's so cool. Thanks, Chad. Cool. Any more zines? Can we see the milk carton one again, please?
Yeah. I got the artist is @Tiff, and then there's like an underscore, and then it's you. Sorry, my birds are trying to talk to me. And it basically opens up, and then there's like these 3 different zines in there, and it's cute because the name is Not Milk, and they're all tiny little zines about this person capturing bugs and putting them into like jars, and they fold out into these little stories, which is really cute.
Oh, I love that.
Those are awesome.
And they're all like cut in interesting ways, and they're really beautiful. And then I've got 2 other ones that I'll quickly show. This one is by Emily Never, who's a really gorgeous zine artist. Yeah. And I love her work. And this is one of them where it's like little affirmations by these little gothic little angels. And the front has like this metallic stuff on it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's like that embossing, maybe like the embossing stuff. Yeah, that's really lovely.
Yeah, she's a really amazing zine artist. So if people want to get into zines, definitely check her out on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I've got one by my friend because I want to show off his stuff. He wrote this zine as like a gift for his boyfriend who lives overseas. And it's like about their love for each other, and like it has parts about the fact that they're both trans-masc. So it has these really gorgeous parts about like these connections that they have through this shared experience, and then it ends with them like flying off to Mars together. It's so cute.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it was originally going to be a reso print, but it didn't happen in time for the fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to show off this one. It's so gorgeous.
That's gorgeous. Sorry, what was the artist's name again?
His name's Emerson Zandigu. His like thing is Zandagoop.
Ah, cool.
Zandagoop.
Gorgeous artist and animator. Yeah, but those are some of my favorite zines that I have. I have so many.
Yeah. Yeah, you may find once you start collecting zines, it's just zine piles and piles. They're
dangerously affordable and so cute.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're like, I could get all of these. It's totally fine. They're only like $3 each. Yeah. Thank you for sharing those. Cool. And Logan, did you have some zines too?
Yeah, so the way I found out about zines is, so I'm a tabletop game writer, so I found out that way when Zine Quest happened, where people publish their own like zine size games. So I have this one, Palanquin, which is by by Jason's surname. I don't know how to pronounce that, but what's his Genesis of Legend Publishing is the company, and it's very lovely. It's about protecting the heir after a coup and getting her to safety. And then I have the Sandy Pug Game Awards, which is a fun thing started by Nem of Sandy Pug Games, just to highlight indie tabletop game creators, and you share your games around, and everyone gets an award at the end. And there's also a blank page at the start for you to give yourself an award and to draw it there for you. So it's very nice.
Oh, I love that. That's so nice. Cool. They're really cool. I love that. Getting like things like the Zine Quest, like events happen, like the Freeplay ones, 2 events happening, and then you have like the zine to commemorate it by. Like one of my favorite zines that I have is this like bonfire park zine.
Bonfire Park, yeah.
Yeah. I realized that I opened it, mine's upside down. I think must have given me this as like you get it for the botch one for free. I can't remember why, but yeah, it's upside down. But yeah, just having something to commemorate a really wonderful. For Bonfire Park was a exhibition of like artists and writers responding to games that were made, small games that were made. They were like paired up, and we each made art for it. And then there was a big exhibition at Bar SK in Melbourne. Just having this and being like, oh, this is a thing that happened. Having a physical reminder of it is so nice. And yeah, that Freeplay and having the Zine Quest and the awards too. It's just so nice to hold something. Yeah, cool. Thank you so much for sharing those. I'm really glad. It's so cool. I guess it just really highlights the full kind of spectrum of zines and who makes them and all the different perspectives that you can get when people are able to just make their own work. It's just, and put it out in the world. It's just really, really cool. That's why, collecting zines and reading zines is so great, I think. Awesome. I think maybe we should try making some zines now. Might be a good time to do some practical stuff. So I was just gonna run through I'm gonna fix my video. I was gonna do a little tutorial on just making your own kind of 8-page zine out of a piece of paper, like just out of a A4 piece of paper. You can also do this with A3 pieces of paper as well. And it'll make a kind of A6, like a larger one. But I figured getting A3 paper would be harder for people than A4. So we'll do A4. And I'll try and be as clear as possible. But yeah, if I'm going too fast or if I'm not showing enough on the video, please let me know. So this will make this size zine. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take out A4 sheet of paper. I'm just going to fold it in half. Okay. Let's stand up again.
Say that hypothetically, your piece of paper has a wrong side and a right side. Which way would I fold it in half if I wanted the wrong side to only just be? I guess it might be mixed up.
That is a good question.
Because I'm just using like this.
You would want to fold it with the wrong side on the inside, if that makes sense.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We'll see how this turns out.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be,
I just collage over it. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. You can make it part of the zine.
Yeah, exactly.
The best thing, zine mistakes are great because you just have to work it into the zine and it becomes part of it.
Only happy accidents.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Luke, there's a great
wise words.
Luke, our coordinator at Sticky, always talks about how much he loves it when he makes mistakes in his zines because it's what like makes the zine for him like the most interesting, or like that's what he loves.
Personal.
Yeah, personal, and you know, he just gets very excited about when things go wrong, which I like a lot. Cool. Yes. And so fold it in half, and then you're going to fold it in half the other way as well. So we're going, I can't remember which way I went, this way, and then like that. So along this line, like that. And so you should just have your four like that. Looks good. Everyone looks really good. Great. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to take, so this kind of short edge along here, you're going to take it, I'm going to stand up, you can take it and fold it the other way. So I guess you're folding it backwards into the center. You could do it on the, I'm just showing you up here, but you can definitely do it on the table. It's much easier.
No, must do it in the air.
Yeah.
No.
Like that way. And then you want to do the other side as well. So you want to fold this side into the center also, like this. Yeah, so you basically, it's going to look like you've got a pair of like double doors like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Everyone looks like they've got it. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Great. Looks good. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut. This is where you'll need, I should have asked, has everyone got scissors?
Getting them.
Yeah, no worries. We can have a scissor break.
I can try and tear it.
You can, yeah, you can also definitely do that.
Nails in the middle.
My scissors are deep underneath my zines now. Oh, I got
They've
it.
consumed them.
There, yeah.
This has got
Cool.
to fight their way out now.
And now oh, here. Yeah, I also had that problem. So where did I put my scissors? They're under the zine pile. Cool. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to cut. So if you fold it in half, fold your zines in half. So you've got the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And you're going to cut along from the closed edge. So this edge, the folded edge, you're going to cut along basically this line here, but into the center. And you're going to stop at the center. Don't go any further than the center of the 4 folds. That. And so it should, yeah, perfect. So it should give you like a little mouth. Yeah, like a bird mouth. Yeah, excellent.
Kind of reminds me of like a Harry Potter howling letter.
Oh yeah, like a shout. Yeah, the shouty one.
Howlers, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and then all you need to do is fold it over like this, and then push them together, and kind of press the pages down. Sometimes it's easier on the table. Just kind of press them down into a booklet.
Holy crap. It's a book.
Yeah. Ta-da. And there's your, it's an 8-page zine, six if you count back and front cover. But yeah, no glue, no staples required, which is pretty cool.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's your, this is what's going to be your master copy. So for zines generally, and it depends how you're making them. If you're making them digitally, it's a little bit different. If you're making them with cut and paste and like collage and like sticking things onto paper, you want to make a master copy, which you will then go and photocopy either at Officeworks or at Sticky Institute, because we have cheaper photocopy and we're nice. Yeah, and so this will be for the zines we're making today, this will be our master copy. So yeah, that's you guys have got a book. That's awesome. Good job.
Oh, so easy.
Look at my book.
Yeah, they're really these are the best scenes to make if you're like, I just need to sit down and make something in one go. Like it's very I find it very satisfying to just sit down and like, I'm gonna make a zine start to finish and like just do it. This is a good way to do it because you don't need big fancy staplers or stuff like that. But yeah, so now we're gonna, I guess, make some zines. I have some. You can decide what kind of zine you want to make, of course, but I have some little prompts here in case you're worried about or need some jumping off point. Oh, excuse me. Let's go. Oh, you can look at my cat again.
What's your cat's name?
Oh, this is Artemis.
Excellent.
Artemis. Oh,
Yeah,
I love it.
I thought she gets funny when I'm on the computer. Like usually she'll try and walk across it to try and get my attention, but she's been very good.
Is this the one Freeplay seminar where a cat hasn't walked across the screen?
Yeah.
I
know. I should tempt her into coming out. No,
Don't break the streak.
No, I know. Collect all the cats.
Cats of Freeplay.
Yes.
That's a zine.
That'd be a
you can
great
make.
zine.
Yeah, cats of Freeplay.
Chad should make that
All
zine.
right, so oh yeah, we've done that. So that's your 8-page zine. So I am going to do this. You can map your zine out before you actually start making it if you like. You can kind of dot out your pages, like do like a little brainstorm or something and kind of have a look where you want to put each thing on your page before you actually do it. But yeah, I thought that, you know, because the theme of this year's Freeplay is belonging, we could make some zines around that kind of thing. So yeah, there's obviously we can do like, yeah, there's the kind of obvious ones. You can make a zine about a time or place where you felt like that you have belonged, or perhaps where you haven't. A zine, things that I really like to do, or something you could do, something that you want other people to know about yourself that you think might help connect them with you better. That's a really lovely way to use zines. And yeah, or you can go the fanzine way as well if you would like. If you're just looking, if there's something that you really, really, really need to write about and you want to talk about with someone, you can put it in a zine and then kind of put it out in the world and see who responds to it, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is kind of like the fun experimental part, workshopy part of the workshop. Yeah, we're just going to work on our zines. If you've got materials, you've got you can use whatever you like, art supplies. I've got my big book of Reader's Digest, How to Do Absolutely Everything, which I like got from a tip shop, and they have these really great pictures.
Oh my god, I just found another zine.
Oh, cool.
This one. This is a zine on how to make your own book. It's how to make your own zine, basically.
Oh, amazing.
Perfect.
Yes, zines about making about how to
you.
make zines are very good. Yeah. That's so cool. But yeah, take some time to have a bit of a brainstorm and a plot out. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything, just, yeah, I'm here, obviously, to help you. And
would you mind showing that map of like what page is which on the
Oh yeah, of course.
square?
Yeah, I'll go back.
I've got the map here. I just need to quickly remember which one's which.
Yeah. So
Yeah. All right.
yeah. So that's That's that one. It depends. Yeah. I think that's right.
And then
I
with
know
the
what they're
booklets,
making already.
upside down.
You can also mark it yourself with pencil as well
Yeah.
if you get confused. That's a thing that I tend to do if I'm like
Really?
confused about my pages.
All right, sick ass.
Yeah, and so yeah, what time is it now? We've got about an hour. So yeah, see how you go. If you want, I thought maybe if you would like to, we can do a little bit of a zine reading at the end. If you would like to share what you've made.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally up to
Time
you.
dust down calligraphy pens. Hold on.
Yeah, we can share what we've made and have a little bit of a reading, which would be really nice. But yeah, you don't have to. Obviously, I acknowledge this is getting broadcast to people, so shy about it. That's totally fine.
I wonder if people watching are making some too. Hope so.
Hope so.
Yes, I really hope so. Yeah, yes. If people
Well,
who
that's
aren't
the
part of the
Freeplay
workshop but are doing it at home, that would be you can, I guess, if you make a zine, you can put a photo, you can tweet it or something like that. That would be really cool. I'd love to see what you make. And if you have questions too, please hit me up. I love talking about zines and making them.
Hey, Tegan, just to quickly check, are you done with your slides?
Oh yeah, I can stop sharing.
Yeah, cool. We might just put it in gallery view for
Yeah,
our
that's a good
audience
idea.
to see us all working.
I'll tilt my screen down so you can see my desk. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sick.
maybe upside down so people can guess what I'm drawing, which would be fun.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, if you want to show what, we can do like live stream zine making. That's very cool. Oh, I don't know if my.
Mine might be very interesting. I'm just drawing and writing.
It's kind of relaxing though to watch people draw and write.
I like just showing hands, no face, just hands.
Yeah, like the videos where it's just that's cool.
Although now it's
I
really
just
obvious that I'm in
like
bed.
to exist as a disembodied pair.
Weighted blanket.
No, I wish I brought my blanket here too. Oh,
Because I didn't realize I was in the workshop until really like 10 minutes before the talk because I got the email finally. Sorry if you guys hear my birds chirping. They're downstairs.
That's all right.
Oh, that's nice. What kind of birds do you have?
I have a lovebird and a conure.
Oh,
Yeah, they're really sweet. One's called Beetle, which is the lovebird, and the other one's called Chickpea.
that is so cute.
Maybe I'll bring them up at some point.
Yeah,
They just love talking.
pets are welcome in the workshop for sure.
I'll do it in a second because otherwise they'll try and rip my zine apart because they're like big paper. So
What if they ripped a zine apart and you put it back together and dedicated it to them?
honestly, that would be great. My girlfriend made a zine
Yeah.
about her birds and she tried to make them rip it up and they were not interested.
Foiled.
Yeah, because obviously they can only do it if it's actually distracting you.
Yeah, if you want them to do it, they're not going to do it. It's like
Yeah, they're like,
cats.
no. This is truly ASMR.
I'm stuck in a well of looking through my old poetry and what have I done to myself? Why have I done this?
Going back to talking about how affordable zines are, I love how every zine fair I go to, I end up spending more money than the year before.
Oh yes, that is extremely.
It's kind of like Dudley going like, but last year I had 37.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I always like get a certain amount of money out to spend on zines, and then I always blow through it in like when I'm at a fair, and then I blow through it in like the first couple of aisles, and then I have to be like, where's the ATM? I need to go get more money for zines.
I do the same.
Yeah. It's
Because
real.
you just keep on walking through and buying more stuff, and you're like, well, there's more things I have to buy, so what am I going to do?
Yeah. Yeah. The good thing about too, like, I think I mentioned trades earlier a little bit before. If you are a zine maker yourself, a lot of zine makers are open to trades. So particularly at fairs, you might see the people will put little signs up saying trades welcome. And so
That's super cool.
Yeah, the trade economy is really big in zines for sure. And that's super fun. That's probably perhaps my favorite way of doing zine exchange. I mean, like I said, zines have pretty anti-capitalist roots. But I mean, I don't make profit from my zines just because that's usually not what I do it for. Having said that, I'm lucky, I'm privileged enough that I have a job that pays me a living wage, so I don't have to use that as an income stream. So yeah, I don't know. Some people feel funny about profiting off zines. I personally, if it's part of your art practice and that's how you're making your money, I think that's totally fine. It's, yeah.
So many colors.
Where can we start? I like the blue one.
One of the things I find the most incredible about zines is like the really personal ones, because they really do give you a snapshot of people's lives, and it's just so, yeah, personal.
Yeah, they're my favorite. Zines are my favorite kind of zines. Just being able to see into someone's world. And there's a great if you like, there's a great amount of free zines as well that do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's this. Let me see if I've got. Yes, I do. There is an amazing free zine that is just that. It's very personal. It's called Rut Zine, and it's like, by Bianca Martin, and she just writes. It's free fortnightly zine. She lives in Toowoomba now. She used to volunteer at Sticky, and it's just a kind of snapshot of what she's thinking about in those 2 weeks. And it's free. You can get it either from Sticky or from Small Zine Volcano, which is a free zine distro.
Cool.
Yeah, so I really like that one. It's just such a nice, such a good snapshot.
Yeah, I once made a like really fast friend in uni, and she gave me like a personal zine, and that was how I really got to know her very quickly, because she was like, "Here's my zine." I was like, "Holy shit!" Cool.
Yeah, and it can like I definitely. That's such a great way of like one of the things, being able to share stuff with people that you perhaps would not be comfortable, saying or talking about. Like if you can write it down and then just be like, here, and then they can go away and read it. That can be really helpful and useful for some people.
It's the start of a beautiful friendship.
That's so nice. Did you ever write a zine for them?
I think I gave her one of my zines, but I don't think I have any very personal ones. Oh, I have one, but that was like, at first it was just like a special one that I'd made, and I was like, oh, this is nice, so I sold the only copy that I had, and then I ended up making a Bitsy out of it.
Oh, no way.
Actually, I like this, I want to keep it.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah, it was just about grief. So the person who found it was like, I love this, I want to keep it. And I was like, here you go.
You may. That's so nice. Yeah, I've definitely like over the years like given away zines and like lost master copies, and just like, part of me is like, oh, that's sad. But then part of me is like, oh, it's had its life, and now it is just out in the world. That was its kind of journey, I suppose.
Yeah, at least it's out there, I guess.
Yeah. You can also do personal zines anonymously too. That's really fun.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, just writing stuff. Just not.
That's an option.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I have an anonymous, like, free personal zine. I mean, it's not. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because
it takes away the anonymity.
That takes away the anonymity. Just destroys the whole thing. But yeah, it feels really good to write things down and then send it out, and it just be out there. No one knows who you are.
Secrets. So scared about smudging all this.
This is very pleasant.
I'm having a great time.
Oh, I'm so cool. Yeah.
It's nice just plotting and stuff.
club.
Yeah, coming and making zines with people is really, really nice. When we're allowed to do it again, I'd be like, come to Sticky and we can like all sit and make zines in person together. But we're not letting people sit in and make zines at the moment. So when we can, that is definitely a thing. Yeah, if you're in Melbourne, there's a big zine table that you're more than welcome to come and sit at.
Can't wait to come back to Sticky. I love it there.
Yeah, we're letting people in for like to buy stuff and to stock stuff and to just come and say hi. But yeah, if you've been there before, you'll know how small the space is.
Yeah, it's not really made for
yeah,
social
it's so
distancing.
small. We can allow 2 staff and
2 staff at the most.
two volunteers and 2 people at any one time.
Wow.
It's extremely small. So.
Back with pencils now.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm now going to attempt to do calligraphy straight on the master copy, and if I make a mistake,
Ooh.
I'll just
No,
Happy
that's
accident.
yeah.
log off and cry.
No.
No.
No, that is part of the zine. That is no, you're challenged.
God damn it.
If you mess it up, just leave it, or you can like
I'll paste over it with
try
a
and
better
turn into
copy.
something else. Yeah, or if it's a master copy, you can just like I've definitely done that before, where you just like cut out a bit of white paper and like stick it over the top
Yeah.
and start again. That is also allowed.
Thank you for the permission. I need it. Seriously.
No, you don't. No, you don't need permission from me to do anything.
And that's,
I keep getting distracted just by watching you all work. It's just so nice. Charming. Just like, oh.
This is really cozy. I'm really
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Yeah,
I
me
know.
too.
All that's missing is like a nice warm cup of tea. I made one, but then I didn't make it in time to
You can
get
go-
on stream.
You can go and get it if you like. Tea breaks are also
I think I will.
definitely allowed.
table has quickly become a mess of me just tossing all my supplies everywhere.
That's the
Perfect.
art process.
Yeah.
This is why I work digitally.
Yes. Yeah. The amount of like bits of paper that are just like end up on my study floor just because I'm like, oh, collage. Oh yeah, cut this out. I'm just like, oh. And yeah, if you do you also end up hoarding magazines as well if you're a college person. So
Yeah.
You never
there's
know.
the stacks. Yeah, totally. There's the stacks of magazines up next to the stacks of zines, and it's just, yeah, you got to keep on top of it well, because it just becomes a mess.
The most zine I've ever made was one about Garfield, where I tried to draw him in like famous portraits and stuff.
That's amazing.
It was so fun.
Oh, I love it. Which ones did you do? Which where was
Paintings.
Garfield? Yeah.
There was, I can't remember names because obviously I'm a really bad artist and I don't know names of things.
Oh.
But there was that one that's like, do you know that painting of that woman who's like got her boobs out and she's holding a coin?
Yeah. I know what
Yeah.
you mean. Yeah.
I drew Garfield as that. Which made my dad so sad because he was like, why did you draw Kitty Garfield? And then the other one I did was like, I did the kiss, but I made it so that Lasagna was kissing him.
That's amazing.
I love that.
The Kiss is a great painting.
I love it. And I tried to do one of those ones where there's that weird painter, I don't know if it's like Renaissance, but they draw cats really weird. Like they paint cats really weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did one of those.
Like human faces.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen one of those. They're freaky.
Creepy as, yeah.
Yeah. You look at
I love
their
it.
human faces. Do you sell your zines or have your zines anywhere where people can get them?
Sold them at a zine fair once, the photocopier, like not this year but last year.
Amazing.
That was really, really fun.
Yeah.
Otherwise I don't sell them anywhere because I'm still trying to get stuff ready for an online store one day.
That's fair.
So one day that'll happen.
Yeah.
Because I just love making a million things, so I should probably try and sell them off.
Yeah.
Done.
You did it.
What?
So
Nice.
Amazing. Oh my god.
It's a little Perzine.
You're so fast. I'm so impressed. This is so cool.
Amazing.
That was very fun.
Yay. Would you be willing to share it a little later, or are you...
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. How's everyone else going?
I made it.
About halfway.
Halfway? Awesome.
yes,
I'm
thanks.
getting
halfway,
there.
guys.
I'm like 3/4 of the way.
Nice. I need to hurry up.
This is my first zine though, so no promises that, it'll live up to any of you experienced folks.
Oh yeah, same.
Oh,
Please.
don't worry, that's zines all around. Zines are not anything, they're everything.
Yeah, there is no bar for zines. And also I'm literally just cutting pictures out and then writing text. And I haven't even written my text in yet, so
Oh,
bar
don't
is
worry.
quite low.
I'm far behind as well. I haven't done anything on the actual thing right now. I'm gonna attempt to trace a photo of a scene from what we do in the shadows.
That's
It's
awesome.
smart.
somehow.
Very cool. So cool. Oh, are you tracing it off your phone?
Yeah, my phone.
That's really smart.
The little light box.
Like, yeah, it's a built-in light bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah. can feel myself becoming obsessed with zines right now.
Yeah. Then my job here is done. That is literally all I wanted to get from this workshop, is for you all to get the zine bug and be making zines forever. So I have succeeded. That makes me so happy.
Aha!
That's such a comforting form of creation. Like, it's so chill.
Yeah, it's so chill, and the tactility of it too, I really appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Like just making something with your hands.
Well, it's so quickly a finished product. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It pleases like the impatient part of me that wants my art to be done like now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it really satisfies that. For sure. My favorite, I went to a zine fair once where they had like a tiny photocopier there as part of the zine fair.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was so cute. I don't even know where they got it from. I was like, I want one. And then I was like, Tegan, you don't need it.
Genius.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and so we like people were like making zines while they were sitting at their zine tables, and then going and photocopying
really
the zines.
smart idea.
Yeah, and then putting the zines on their zine table at
That's
the zine
awesome.
fair, and it was just it just felt
I'm
so good
obsessed
to
with
like.
that.
Yeah, it's so cool, right? I was like, is there a way that we can get a photocopier at festivals? But I think with the amount of people that we get at our fair, it might be a bit.
It would be intense.
It would be really intense to have lines of people trying to use it. But yeah, it was the cutest thing.
I guess another thing that I made that's not technically a zine, but it is like a physical paper thing that I made is a friend of mine in high school. She'll probably laugh that I'm telling the whole internet this, but she would like say a lot of made up words like depromoted instead of demoted, stuff like that. And just like over the almost 2 years that we went to school, the same school together, I just collected all these made up words and phrases and put them in a dictionary and gave them to her for her 18th birthday.
Amazing.
That is such a great gift.
And I call her Shrek and she calls me Donkey, so it's the
That is so cute.
So
That's so gorgeous.
I love that.
You're a very sweet friend.
And no, this is me like poking fun at her. Yeah,
but you know she's gonna love it for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She will keep that as like, such an important thing. That's really cool. Yeah, giving zines as gifts is good too.
It really
like,
is.
Yeah, like if you make a zine for someone as a gift, like it's just the best. Like, it's just the best feeling, I think.
It's like, you put hard work into it.
Yeah,
It's
time
not
and,
just something
and
you
work.
buy.
Totally, and you really thought about it, and like, yeah, people, friends always get zines from me for Christmas now.
Yes.
Yeah, they know now that that's what they're getting.
Love homemade gifts. I think they're so sweet.
Yeah.
This also technically isn't a zine, but during lockdown, I wasn't able to see my partner for quite some time. So I got like a big A4. Yeah, which is really, lockdown was weird, right?
Yeah.
So I got like a big like A4 like visual arts diary, and every single day like drew a picture. So it just ended up being like a big diary of my feelings.
That. So sweet.
Aw.
That's a
So
zine.
sweet.
That has definite zine energy for sure.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
zine energy.
Yeah, big zine energy.
Yeah. So
I love that. That's beautiful.
pretty cute.
So
I
cute.
still don't think he's finished looking through it.
Did you fill the diary? Did you?
Yeah. It was 100 drawings or something.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, lockdown lasted for a while, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no, I spilled ink.
Oh god.
Mop it up with the zine. It's part of the zine now.
Thank God it was just on all my planning documents, not in the zine, but now it's all over my hands.
Finger painting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to spray the heck out of this with hairspray when I'm done, because
Oh yeah.
it is rubbing on everything.
That's a good idea. Is that just how do you stop smudges?
Yeah, just because
Yeah.
like these pencils smudge so much,
Yeah.
which is fun until you want them to stop smudging.
Yeah.
It's good until it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least, yeah, if you're photocopying this, that, like, that isn't such a huge concern. It's more,
Yeah.
getting...
I've just, like, put little strips of paper in between them now.
Oh,
Smart.
Smudging. I'm almost done. I'm on my last 2 pictures. Mine is very meta. I'm breaking my pencils.
sorry, Logan, you're going to have to watch this for a little bit.
That's fine. I'm enjoying it.
That's cool.
Seeing how different everyone's approaching it.
Yeah, it's so cool. We've got calligraphy, we've got lots of art. bit of collage. Yeah, it's a great demonstration.
I'm all done with my one.
Yay!
Can you give us a sneak peek?
Yeah, sure. So my zine is called
Is it about cats?
The Freeplay Zone.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm doing one about that too.
Okay, so here we go. This is me.
Oh,
Ah.
This is the zone. I feel I belong because I am home.
Aw.
Oh,
I'm home.
baby fire. Baby
And I
fire.
dedicate it to Jay and Cecile.
Oh,
that is the best.
That's great.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
That was gorgeous. I'm doing mine on the zone as well because I love it too.
Awesome.
Chad.
why did I choose to do
Meet you.
pink calligraphy on
Nice.
the white?
I can see there's a theme.
Thanks so much, Chad.
Oh,
Oh, cute. Amazing. Oh.
I also finished.
Hey.
amazing.
Yay.
That's very sweet.
Very cool. All right, I reckon.
Me too.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna stick my pictures in, and then I think I will be done.
gonna go hairspray mine real quick.
Nice.
Make sure it doesn't smudge.
Classic Tegan, I figured out exactly what I want to do. Like at the very end, now I have to take bits apart and rearrange them. Like, oh, I see how it's meant to be now. Okay.
Yeah, all my best ideas have come like a second or two before the deadline, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, quick.
Go. Yeah. Hard relate.
Hello. I am back and I've brought a bird.
Oh.
Beetle, hello.
Oh my god.
Bird is excited.
Hello. Bird.
Oh, you are beautiful. Who is this?
Beetle.
Beetle.
Little beetle bear.
Beetle the bird.
Oh.
He loves to stand on top of
Aw.
laptops.
It's warm.
He falls asleep on keyboards all the time. But they can't be separated for too long because then they'll just scream for each other. So
Oh,
I'll have to take him back at some point.
hello.
Yeah, I'm
Very
gonna put him
comfy,
back.
just flying around. You play?
Yeah, he's allowed to fly because it's winter, so he can't go outside anyway. 'Cause
Right.
Usually his wings are clipped. Be right back.
All right. All right. I think how many finished people have we got? We've got Chad's finished, Logan's finished. No, that's totally fine. I just keep on going. We can do a little bit of a we'll do a little bit of a share in a minute, but you could just totally, if you're not finished yet, just keep working. And I've got a few little suggestions on what you can do with your zine now that you finished it. Cool. All right, I think I'm done. All right, who is it? Let's do some share. Let's do some sharing. And if you're still working on your zine, that's totally fine. That's
Kind of want to grab a screenshot of all of us holding up our zines.
Yes, definitely. Re-angle my camera. No, it's great, Grace. It's all good.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't put my title on. Hang on. There you go. Yeah.
Oh. Straight line stitch.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
Yeah. Oh, this one. Yeah. It's a little Perzine. Oh, I love that so many people have done about the Freeplay zone. It's so nice. Yay. All right. All right. Logan, did you want to share yours? Because you finished first. Yeah.
Okay, so mine's called Doors and Locks.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Perzine. It's got figure 1, door number 1. Here. My first door, I was pushed out of this one by my mum, but I was happy about it in the end. I fell out the door into my mum's arms. This door was not locked. Door 2. Ooh, gosh. There you go. The great one. This door I went through a bunch of times, and each time I got a new sibling. Pretty cool, huh? This door was unlocked during visiting hours. Door number 3. Oh, gosh, the lighting here is amazing. There we go. So, yes, I'm a transgender man. This was a door I knew I needed to walk through, but I was scared to for a long time. People tried to stop me walking through this door, put barriers and locks, but I broke through anyway. Hell yeah. This door led to a few others. See below. I've got a moustache door, top surgery door, and a loving myself door. Door number 7. Oh gosh, there we go. That's a D20.
Nice.
Yeah.
This door I found by accident. Lots of other people walked through and told me I should too, and I'm so glad I did. It wasn't locked to me, but I know it is locked to others, and we need to do more to remove those locks. This door also led to this one, and it's a zine door. Door number 9. This door was a surprise. I've wanted to walk through for a long time, but I wasn't expecting it where I found it. I think about this door a lot. This door was not locked for me, but in other countries, it is wrapped in chains and many locks. Angry face. I've got some doors that scare me. What the future's like, and getting a boring job just to make money. And some doors that I want to walk through someday. It's got some wedding rings in a house and publishing a tabletop game.
Yeah.
The end.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
That's wonderful.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
was
Inspired
so
by when we were making the zine in the first place, it looked like double doors. And I'm like, doors.
Ah.
So good.
That's amazing. Yeah, if you want to like share, do something with that, like share it with other people, you definitely should, because it's if you want to, because that's a great zine. That's a really, really great zine.
Thanks.
Thank you for sharing. Yay. Cool. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Yeah.
Okay. I made one about the zone as well, because I loved it when I went there last night. So it's got the start one is just grab a lanyard, and it has the front of the zine zone.
I love the colors you used.
And then it's got the clapping, because
Yes.
every talk people would do the clapping. And then on the side it says become baby, because then a bunch of us became babies. And then it has the shenanigans of the babies, which is the pit.
Oh, yeah, baby pit.
30 to 50 feral babies.
I love it.
And baby Q lit. It was very fun. And then at one point, which I really loved, we had a little race. So like we made a game out of it, and I won, which is the best. And then the back cover is just, I'm like 3.
I love it.
And that's it.
So good.
Amazing.
Thank you. Yay.
It was a very belonging moment.
That's very, very cool. That's awesome. How'd you go, Taylor?
Mine was not about the zone. I'm burning a lot of candles at the moment, like right here. My cat set himself on fire, but he's totally fine.
Oh.
But like, He didn't even notice. Yeah,
Oh my
he didn't
God.
notice until I screamed.
Oh, he didn't notice.
Anyway,
Wow.
yeah. Anyway, so my zine is called "I Am a Little Candle."
Oh.
And then I met a match friend.
Oh.
And now I am on fire.
Oh.
I am melty.
Oh God.
So melty.
Oh, I love that.
I will disappear, and now I am sad.
Oh no.
Oh, so sweet.
But I am air now,
Oh.
and that is nice.
That's
Oh.
beautiful.
That is my zine.
That's awesome.
That's so great. I
Cute.
love it. I love it. All these scenes are so good. Like, yeah, please copy them and share them with people
Absolutely.
who want to. But yeah, please do that. All right, I will do mine now. So mine is called Straight Line Stitch. Oh, hang on. Okay, so it says, I have been learning to do things with my hands. It makes me feel threaded to the world in a way that I haven't felt before. Giving someone something I have made with my hands makes me feel like I'm giving them my hand to hold. I'm not always great at telling people how I feel. I am better at showing them. My creations are often lumpy, but my feelings are sometimes lumpy too. This belongs to you.
Oh, that's
That's
amazing.
gorgeous. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yay. We've still got a couple working. That's totally fine.
I don't think I'll be able to finish.
That's okay.
in
Oh,
this
yeah,
time,
same.
but that's
No,
fine.
that's so fine. Like, this is to try and kick you off. Like, you can keep going for as long as you want. That's totally fine.
Well, the page I'm most proud of, though.
Yeah.
is-
Oh, yeah. If you've got, please
Yeah,
feel
show
free to
some.
show your work in project.
It's not
progress, yeah.
finished, but like, there's just a calligraphy that says, "And leave me to do my dark beating on the internet."
Oh.
And
That's
I
great
have some
calligraphy.
sketches planned. Thank you.
Awesome.
So cool.
Did you want to share yours, George? Are you ready?
So
No, it's not
I did another Freeplay Zone one.
Oh.
And then everyone chanting Chad.
Oh.
And another baby related.
Yes,
Baby
baby
fire.
Baby
And then
fire.
Duncan standing out there.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Cute.
Yeah, the
I love
colors
it.
in that was so great. Yay. Very cool. Oh. All right. Well, I would just want to chat a little bit. So you've all made wonderful, excellent zines. And you should definitely do stuff with them. Yeah, I guess in terms of like what to do with your zines now, you can, so you can, these ones are really good because you can just pretty much lay them straight out. Like the one page, just lay it face down on the photocopier and just make a bunch of copies. If you want to stock your zines at Sticky Institute, you can totally do that. We take up to 10 zines, 10 copies of one zine, sorry. And we'll put them on the shelf for you to sell. And yeah, you can do that. There's no kind of, we don't really have any kind of vetting system apart from obviously content. Discriminatory content. But yeah, in terms of feelings and content, other like content, you can stock with us. That would be really cool. You can also, what else can you do with your zines? Zine fairs. You can apply to zine fairs as well. We have, there's a Sticky Institute puts on the Festival of the Photocopier every year. We don't know what it's going to look, if we're going to be able to do it next year, but for obvious reasons, but it will exist again in the future. And that's definitely a great way to sell or to get your zines either you can apply for a table. The tables are free with Sticky Institute Zine Fair, or even if you take your zines to the Zine Fair and ask to trade them with other people. Lots of people are really open to trades, and that's a really nice exchange. I love trades. If you see me, please come up and watch me and we'll trade for sure. Yeah, just like person to like, often you'll find people with zines, they'll have like an email or something, and they're always like, get in touch if you want to, like, you know, chat or whatever. And that's a really lovely way to connect with people as well. Just send them an email saying, hey, I love your zine, I have this zine, do you want to trade? And you just get nice mail, and it's just wonderful. So yeah, you can do you can leave them at bus stops. I mean, perhaps not now at the moment. Yeah, I was like, leave them at like train stations or bus stops, or like cafes and stuff like that.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, just leave them in the world for people to find. One of the first zines I ever got was a issue of a free zine that I found at Coburg Station, like taped to the Mikey reader. Like,
that's wonderful.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Tape your zines to place. That's a really great way to share them as well. Yeah, again, perhaps not now, safety reasons, but when things start to open up again, or become safer for you to do that, that is a wonderful distribution method. It's just, it'll make people stay. But yeah, I think, yes, 1 minute warning. Okay, we're done. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. This was such a lovely time. And you all made such wonderful stuff.
Thank you.
And yeah,
Thank you, Tegan.
Thank you, Tegan, for hosting.
And thanks,
No
Dad,
problem.
and thanks, Ben.
No problem. And if, like, honestly, please send me your zines. Yeah, if you wanna do a trade, hit me up. You can find me on the internet.
Where can we find you?
Oh, I'm on Twitter, I guess. Yeah, I'm back on Twitter now. Yeah, so I guess I'll be attached to the Freeplay tweets.
Yep.
For these sessions, so you can just send me a message, or if you're not on Twitter, I can. Yeah, I don't know. I can just send you my email address.
Yeah,
that's the way we can exchange emails.
Yeah. You can also find Tegan's details on the
speaker
page.
Course.
On the Freeplay website.
Yeah, I think my website's on there, so, and that has my email. So just send me an email for sure.
Perfect.
Cool.
In exchange.
All right. Well,
okay.
We'll end it there. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone at home
so
for
good.
joining us as well. And see you at the next session.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.